I'm Steven.
And I'm Will.
And this is the Post P Chronicles. So, Will, what do we got today?
Man, we got a very, very special episode. Special to me. Great guy. Great man. Jaushua Diggs. Or better known as Jaushua Diggs, little bro. What's going on, man? How you doing?
How you doing?
Man, we doing
What's up,
good.
Josh?
Man, thank you for being here today, bro. So, as always, this is Post P Chronicles. Tell us your story.
Sheesh. Man, I don't know. Ever since when I was young, my mom always used to tell me like I was hella smart. I don't know. I just don't think like school was for me because I'm unorganized. I just be stuffing papers in my backpack and shit. My backpack be hella heavy, hella books. But I mean, I be knowing the questions. I used to be in class like waiting for the teacher to be like, you know, when the teacher be looking for somebody that's not paying attention so they can ask them. I used to be like, trying to look like I'm not paying attention so she can ask me so I can tell her like, yeah, I know. But I don't know. I think I was too smart for my own good or something.
Okay,
I don't know.
so tell me what your childhood was like. Did you have both parents? Where's your dad? Who, you know what I'm saying? Tell us about that.
I grew up with my mom. I lived with my mom. But my dad tried to be around a little bit, and then he ended up going to the pen. But when he went to the pen and really, like, kind of either learned something in the pen and got his HVAC certificate, or when he came home, my uncle his brother had bone marrow cancer, so he moved to Virginia, moved out there, and then I just know he went to school, and now he does HVAC. So my dad's, like, he gets bread now. He has a job, has a career, you know. He be doing his thing now. But back then, he was rocky, in and out of jail, but he had to get his life right.
So he wasn't actively present all the time in your life growing up?
Nah, but he tried, though. Me being a man and going through what I went through in life, I can see why why people feel how they feel about him, but I feel about him like, shit, you tried, and I know you're still trying to this day. But my sister, she hates him. Like, man, he wasn't there. But me, I just know, you know. I mean, I guess I'm the black sheep too. I don't know, you know.
Okay, so you grew up with your dad. You loved him.
No,
mom. With your mom, right?
Yep.
But your dad wasn't there.
Yeah.
And you don't have any hard feelings about that. But how did that present itself as you was growing up? Did you look for that father figure in the street? Like, where did you find that father figure? Was there an uncle, a friend, a coach, anything like that? Where'd you find that at?
See, I think at first I don't really know, because I never really found myself feeling like I was searching for a father figure or something. I just was more so angry, just angry a lot. And I play football, and that like helped with my anger, but I stayed getting in trouble from school, and I couldn't get good grades no matter how smart I was. I could not get. Now I could write like a good ass paper for English. I could write a letter about anything, a paper about anything. It would be good. Back then I could not pass English. I don't know why. I don't know why I couldn't pass English. But I just stay in trouble, and then I got kicked out of football, and I couldn't like filter my anger into football. And life got fucked up. I don't know. Like, I used to get in trouble a lot. My mom used to be on me because she know I was smart. So she used to like try to get me to channel it to somewhere. But it's just like, I don't know. I don't know if she did it the right way. She used to be like, it used to be summertime. Like, I'm supposed to be outside playing and shit. And she wants me to watch a movie and write a book report. Like, bro, what? It's summer. What are you talking
teenager.
about?
What are you talking about?
Write these standards. What? No.
So what age did you get kicked out of football? And sounds like that was the thing that was kind of keeping it together for you?
Yeah.
What age was that? And what was the result?
I was probably in elementary school, probably like 5th grade or something, and then I messed up in school, and they like, okay, next year you ain't playing football this time. Whoop. So they took me out that year, and then the next year around, it was either still like Pop Warner, or I was about to go to 9th grade and play fucking freshman. And football was just it wasn't the same. I was hella good at football when I was little. Y'all took me out for that 1 year, I was never the same. But I mean, I don't even think I had the drive to play no more. I don't know what it was. I don't know.
So you said you was filled with anger, and football was your outlet.
Yeah.
Did you find another outlet for your anger?
I feel like music, and I don't know. Music helped me express myself. I write music. I do music. Working out, when I'm working out, because at the time I'm not working out right now, but when I am working out, I do feel way better. Like, just It's like a weight lifted off your shoulders.
So we talking about when you were younger.
Oh, back then?
Back then, where
After
was
football?
after football? That was your
Hell
outlet for your
nah.
anger.
Probably like smoking weed and shit. Probably smoking weed. Because I started smoking weed young. I was born in September, so in 6th grade, I was 10. I started smoking weed in 6th grade, 10. We was high, smoking out line paper, walking back and forth to school.
Line paper?
Oh, God. Line paper.
Man.
Harsh to the motherfucker. On everything.
Man. So, okay, so what's happening? Like you say you was 10th grade, you started smoking weed.
6th grade.
6th grade.
10 years old.
6th grade.
Yeah.
Smoking weed.
Kicked out of
11,
football, 5th
12,
grade.
kicked out of football. What's going on in your life?
Hanging out. Probably okay, and then I mean where my grandma lived at, you know, that's like an area where it's gang infested. So I'm seeing all type of gang stuff. I'm not even in the gang life yet, but like my girlfriend lived at the top of the street. I live like kind of turned off to where it's kind of ducked off. Ain't nobody really finna come up, but she lived like on the street where shit be happening. Like one time I was up there, I was like 12, 13. I was up there chilling with my girlfriend and shit, and we had the garage open. You can't keep your garage open after a certain time on the street, or it starts being shit like that happening. Like I was just chilling with her one night and we got shot at. Young kids, we had to run through her house, like literally, like I fell in the glass above my head, broke, like some movie shit, like to where you should have been dead. You feel me? I don't know, shit like that start going on in life. I don't know.
And this is at 12 years old?
This is like 13, yep, 12, 13, 14, around that time. It's all around that time after that. I don't know.
So for some people, that would scare them, you know, to be like, I don't want to be a part of this. But for you, it may have had the opposite.
Angry, yeah.
Yeah, the opposite
because
effect.
after when the police pull up, it's just seeing like, because these are the people that I love, and seeing how they reaction, and seeing whoop de whoop over here punching the wall because he mad that they came and whoop de whoop got shot, and everybody is just like, it's a lot. Then people dying, people that you always know, people that you called your uncles that ain't probably even really your uncle, but just watched you grew up and really knew you, bought you stuff in the ice cream truck. It'd be just like, yeah, it'd be real. I don't know.
Nah, I get that. So 14 years old, 15 years old, what's going on? What is this looking like? Are you going, because at first you said you wasn't in the game.
Okay, about that time, all right, I'm not going to lie. Boom, let's rewind back a little bit. Okay, around the time where I'm getting up to 15, 14, I'm kind of like bad, like where I'm ditching school, getting high, probably fighting and shit at school and shit. I'm hanging out with the wrong crew, but I start fucking up because my mom used to have me in trouble, bro. She used to take my phone, take everything to where I don't got nothing. Can't go do shit to where I'm like, I don't even care no more. So like I started being bad at home to the point where I was blatantly disrespectful and like not giving a fuck to the point where I'm taking shit that ain't mine. Like, you're stealing from family. Not really stealing, but stealing from family. Like, you know, you wasn't supposed to take that. What is you doing? You know, like, I don't care, you know? And it got to a point where they was like, we ain't fucking with you. I moved with my dad's mom around that time. That was like when I was like, matter of fact, they sent me to Virginia. Boom. I was going to Morris. They sent me to Virginia in the middle of the school year. Boom. Sent me to Virginia. I finished out my 10th grade year and I came back. And I turned 16. I was begging to come back to San Diego. For my 16th birthday, they sent me back to San Diego. And then, shit, I went to jail, juvenile hall after that. I was living at my grandma's house, and I went to juvenile hall for stealing at the mall.
Okay. So the first offense was stealing at the mall?
Well, I didn't even go to jail for stealing at the mall. I got caught stealing at the mall, and I had weed in my backpack, like bagged up for sale, and I had scales and shit.
So is this the first event that started just kind of a downhill?
Yeah, ever since then I haven't stayed out of jail for sure. That was the first time I went to jail. I ain't been out of jail. That was my last. This Halloween was my first Halloween since that Halloween that I went to jail that time.
And what year was that?
2013, 2014,
2013.
14.
So now after you get obviously taken to juvenile hall the first time, and you haven't been able to stay out since, is it kind of a badge of honor? Is it kind of, okay, we know this is just how it goes. This is just the life I live. What's going through your mind when
around
it's just
that time, like
thing?
my age in that time? Shit. I used to wonder in my head, like, why the fuck I can't stay out of jail? Like, this shit. But then I'm smart too. So it used to be like, I know this shit created for me to keep going back to jail. Like, I gotta quit smoking weed or something because they want me. I'm supposed to keep coming back to jail. That's why I'm on probation. Or else they would have just let me out. Yeah, or else they would have just let me out. Like, go ahead, and if you break the law again, you come back to jail. No, they let me out with these limitations, enough rope to hang myself. So you will come back and keep coming back, or potentially put yourself in a situation to get longer.
As a teenager, was it always weed related?
No, that was only weed related because I got caught with the weed. I really only got caught. I really wanted that. I really wanted that clothes. But it was like it got more so about money because at this point I was older in my head, and at this point I was more prideful. I mean, at this point I was just like, I didn't want nothing to ask my mom and them. I didn't want to be asking nobody. I'm gonna just go get it. I used to get so mad and so. From having no money in my pocket, I used to wake up and put my hoodie on like I'm about to go take this. Whoever phone I see, I'm about to snatch this shit. Just wake up and go snatch phones. Put a hoodie on and really go snatch phones all day.
That's a lot. So you say from 16 you started going to jail. At what point did you go to prison, and what did you go to prison for?
I went to jail. I went to juvenile hall a couple more times. I went to juvenile hall. It was the time I had woke up in juvenile hall because I was off Xanax or some shit, and I was on the run, so I thought I was gonna be on a probation violation, but I had a case, and I ended up doing 7 months and shit in Barrett. Then as soon as I got out of Barrett, I got out leap day, I think. Whatever though, I got out. I think I got out February 29th though. Well, no, I got out leap year. It was just the 25th. But I went to jail 10 days later. I got 7 years. I was trying to rob somebody that was selling weed. I tried to rob a weed man, and he had y'all gonna laugh at me.
Let's hear it.
He had the fucking child lock on his car, bro. He had me and the homie in the backseat looking so dumb, and I'm telling the homie like, shoot him. And I'm glad the gun didn't go off because I'd still be sitting in jail right now. And the gun was cocked. I don't know what happened. So I'm like, pfft.
So you tried to rob him. He had the child lock on.
Tried to rob a weed man. He had the child lock on.
So you
finally
get out the car.
Finally ended up getting out the car. I had the homie was acting so scary. I had to woo boo whatever to where we get out. Don't get no weed. While we wrestling him to get out the car, he dropped his phone. And the dude I'm with grabs the phone off the floor and runs. That's all you want. The phone. 7 years from 18 to 24 for that phone. I don't even know what type of phone it was. I couldn't even tell you. I didn't even touch it.
So
I didn't
that's
even
what
look
they
at
got you on was that phone?
Yeah. They when I went to court, they gave the dude I was trying to buy the weed from or whatever, robbed for the weed, they gave him immunity to come testify against me trying to rob him at trial or in court or whatever the fuck.
So you go 7 months, 10 days later.
7 years.
7 years. When you got out from those 7 months, is there no intention to change? You were just like, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing?
Honestly.
It sounds like you immediately went to go rob this guy of his weed.
Honestly, I'm so smart that I know I wanted to change and I know who I wanted to be. But life just was, I guess I just wasn't disciplined enough to just take it how it comes. I mean, you know, God give you your hand. You got to play your hand how it is. And you can't hate on your launching pad or be mad at where you at. But shit, at that point, I just needed it right then and there. I don't know.
So you did 7 years in prison. What was that time like?
Man, that time was a process. That time was I don't know. That time was the longest, yet the most fastest 7 years ever. The most, I don't know. Man, I just remember I went and I was fresh 18, went to the county. It was all type of people wanting to fight me for reasons that I should have already knew that they wanted to fight. And next thing I know, I'm in prison and I'm up here with people that really got life, to where it's like I'm up here with people that's really in here for killing people. I'm up here for trying to take somebody weed, take somebody phone or whatever, but I'm really up here. And I'm walking around here up here with this because I'm 19 and 18 and I'm walking around up here and I'm not understanding the wisdom up here with me. Like, I had to really buckle down through that whole little journey and understand to learn to listen to people. to learn to listen to people. That's the most thing I really need to learn in jail. Listen and discipline. Discipline I'm still working on. I think I'm better at listening to people now for sure.
I can say personally, because I know you, I was on the yard with you, and so I saw the progression. When I first met Josh, he was a wild, bad kid.
He personally,
he
came to my door to tell me, like, bro, be quiet, bro. Like, you're doing too much. I'm like, get the fuck away from my door. Like, fresh 18. Like, bro.
Will's trying to help you out.
Yeah.
You're like, man,
he's a buff, already been here 12 years. I just got here, like, old ass nigga. Get away from my, you feel me? I thought I was turned up. He gave me a pass. Oh, God, he gave me a pass.
But I saw the change, because at the heart of it, I witnessed that you were a good man. I can't even say
soul,
a kid because you're in prison. So
Yeah.
you're a man. You have no choice but to be a man once you enter in prison.
Yeah.
You have no choice. I don't care what age you're 18 and up, you're a man now.
For sure.
And so I saw the progression from when you was that bad, hard-headed kid.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I just want to hit this guy. I just want to hit him. To where you like, man, coming to ask me like, hey, bro, how do I do this? Or am I wrong at this? Or I did. I'm not lying. I
teach me how to play chess.
Oh, I just wanted to hit him sometimes. Like,
I done made him
shut up.
mad so many times.
So many times.
I'm talking about probably less. I'm talking about probably less than 8 months ago. I had him so mad he threw the cards and walked away from the poker table. Like, I'm done. And he was probably up like $100. Like, I'm done. I be pissed off. I don't know how I be pissed off.
So real quick, right? In and out of juvenile hall, in and out of juvenile hall, in and out of juvenile hall, 7 months, 7 years. All right, discipline, learn to listen. That's all great, but that's kind of survival tactics. You have to learn that in prison, or you're not going to last very long in prison. But what's the actual aha moment, the light bulb moment, the moment where you're like, I'm not coming back. I'm done. My eyes are open. I'm done here.
I'm not going to lie, to be honest. I just think the whole process, the whole coming in, eating sandwiches, sitting there not having nobody, begging for companionship from anybody. What? Begging for companionship for anybody. From anybody on the phone, for whoever you can find, you will be happy to have somebody write you. Talk to you on the phone, put $10 on your phone, please. $10? Man, I don't never want to go through that begging for somebody to know that I exist. No, I'm good.
On the outside, you're trying to get family members and stuff to talk to you.
Family, friends,
anybody
on this planet Earth.
I'm talking about anybody except for, but you know what I'm talking about though. For real though, anybody like fat. I don't care.
I just need some attention,
please. And I would really, and it's funny because people really fall in love with them people that they would never fuck with on the outside. You really take your time to really see somebody. You feel me? And it'd be like, that's how I know. That's how I know that the pen is really intimate. All that shit is like that jail. I don't know.
So safe to say that 7 years was not a great experience for you, and you're just like, I'm done with this.
Yeah, most definitely.
So you're out on the street now. You get out, they let you free. What is life like post incarceration?
Life is damn near everything you would imagine it to be and everything you wouldn't imagine it to be, because the opportunities in life are endless. You just got to really buckle down and get yourself together, I feel like.
Well, that sounds good. But let's talk reality, because I know sometimes it's not easy,
But that is reality. Whatever
right,
you want to do,
right.
You need to sit down, buckle, and do it.
The question I'm asking you is, how is your life post incarceration?
What
are you up to?
Me?
Yeah.
My life is a post life of a man. I don't know. I'm out here trying to put my pedal to the metal and go get what I need to do. I'm working on my credit, because I know credit. You're not gonna get nowhere without credit. I'm working on having and keeping a job that I like, a career. You feel me? Something that I can build from. I don't want to just sit out here and exist like I was just existing in there. I want to find something to actually do. That's what I'm in the process of doing. Buckling down and doing the same shit I said that people need. If life, whatever the fuck I just said about life, you feel me? I'm trying to do that with my life. I'm trying to, you feel me? I'm trying to.
So you're trying to find your path, find your way, find a new place to.
Exactly. I mean, I know what I want to be. I know what I want to do. I know, but how exactly am I going to do it? How exactly am I going to get there? What steps am I going to take?
You recently also are gonna just became a dad, or you got a kid too?
Yeah, I have a 2-month-old daughter.
How's that going?
She's beautiful, gorgeous. It's crazy. Man, I don't know. It's motivating for sure. For sure. It motivates me to do anything that I ever thought I could do, and
whatever. You got that little baby relying on you, right?
Yeah. And I'm relying on her.
We talked about this. And what do we say? Like, that is the most important thing right now. If you need a motivator to stay out of jail, that's your motivator. If you need a motivation to go after your dreams, that's your motivator. Mm-hmm. If you need a motivator to go get that career, to, just to be the best version of yourself, that's your motivator. That's your little princess, man. That's what it is, bro. And I see you with her, man, and it's beautiful. Yeah, oh God. It's beautiful, man. I'm so proud of you, bro. I'm so proud of the man that you are turning yourself into, because we're not finished products yet.
Yeah, for sure not.
We're not finished products, and I know before this, me and you and Steven,
stories are all still being written, right?
Our stories are still being written. Nobody's perfect, and so I never want you to start beating up on yourself, because as long as you keep trying, you still have a chance. Yeah. It's only when you give up. It's only when you give up and say, I'm done.
That's where I be fucking up too, because I be beating myself down, and it be like the time I spend beating myself down, I need to be spinning trying to get it together, because I be on myself like, bro, you 25. What's going on?
Dude, I didn't even know where I was at in like 25. And I didn't even go to prison. You know what I mean?
Man.
That's 90% of the world right there.
Man.
And I think, well, let's talk about this. You've been out 7 months, right? How's life been this 7 months? Because you said you're looking for a career, you're looking for a new path. How's this 7 months been treating you?
Life has been all right. Life has been all right because I don't know. Life has been great because it's been a whole bunch of experience I've never experienced before, and I'm just grateful to be out and be free. But life is just, I don't know. I just know that I could be so much more, and I want so much more. You feel me? So I just be stuck.
Well, you're smart, obviously. We've already come to that conclusion. And it sounds like you can do whatever you put your mind to. So I think a lot of it for you is finding that passion and finding your why, which sounds like it's your daughter, but also finding what you love to do. And then, I know for myself, and it sounds like you.
How to get paid to
I'm
do
really
that.
smart too, and I literally just was terrible in school. Yeah. Same thing. I know all the answers. I remember in college, taking physiology, she's like, does anybody know the answer except Steven? Like, she'd look at me, I'd be like, put my hand down, right? But I still wouldn't be great at the class, right? And I know, but whatever I'm passionate about and apply myself to, I can do. And so I think for you, don't beat yourself up over what you haven't done. Figure out what you love, and then you have all the skill and the passion, the hard work ethic in the world to go pursue that. You know what I mean? Don't sit there and be like, I'm 25.
Yeah, what am I doing?
I mean, most 25-year-olds are still getting out of college and trying to figure, drinking every night and going to the club, right? You're still trying to figure out what you're doing with your life. So don't ever compare yourself to others. Your story is your story. And that's what we were talking about before we came on air.
Exactly.
So once you figure out your story, that's what you got to. You're writing your story. You're not writing mine. You're not writing Will's.
Instead of waking up like, I'm 25, what am I doing? I should be like, I'm 25. What am I doing?
I got a life ahead of me. 25 is young.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
It's all perception, how you perceive things, how you view it is going to determine what you do with your future.
What made me laugh this weekend, I realized, like, Will, right? We built a house this weekend for a poor family in need. Awesome experience, right?
Great experience.
Crossing the border was 5.5 hours.
Oh, my goodness.
5.5 hours to get back into California. And we're all just like, oh. And Will's
made it by 4 minutes.
4 minutes before they closed the border on us. 4.
And y'all would have been trapped how long?
We would have had to go to the other border, probably another 3-4 hours. But it was hilarious because we're all like frustrated, and Will's just like, "Oh, I'm loving life. It's just a new experience for me."
Yeah,
He's sitting in the back of the truck bed with his feet kicked up. I'm driving. I'm like, "Oh man, God, we've been here for 5 hours. And Will's just like, oh, whatever. Life is good. I'm not in prison. So, I mean, that's how perspective goes, right? You can be like, oh, I'm 25. Or you can be like, I'm 25. I got my whole life ahead of me. And that's what I think you need to do.
That's real.
Now, I know something about you, that you're a musician.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
I'm good at music. Like, good. Like, I feel music. Like, I express myself to music. Like, music. Like, I swear to God.
Music.
I swear to God. Like, I send songs to people to talk about how I feel. I listen to music when I'm not feeling it. Music. I write music when I'm not feeling it.
You play any instruments?
I used to, but nah, I don't. But I feel like I could learn fast, but I don't.
So what kind of music do you do? Do you sing? Do you rap? What's going
Sing, rap, sing.
All right, well, spit something for us right now. What you got?
What do you got?
What you got?
I've been trying to go to church. Mama been telling me it could get worse. I ain't gonna lie, it hurt. But there's a lot of niggas stuck in the dirt. This life that we live in, where niggas turn Judas and cross us like Christians. Man, I just don't get it. The world got us separated like division. And Papa, I'm sorry for stealing your gun and going to that party. I was so reckless and jolly, just a young nigga trying to get a body. Didn't understand it at all. When the police took Allen, I was stuck in the hall. Grandma pat me down the tit and fall. Emotions get bottled, hope they don't overflow. Cause I might go crazy. At night when I drown, there ain't no one to save me. Wonder where I'ma go when he take me. Wherever I go, I hope I can see AB. I don't want to pretend. Wish I could hit no neighbors and make amends. Come to the conclusion that we still best friends. I shouldn't have robbed you, man. I understand. But my life is chill. I don't even remember it, bro. I wrote that shit in the pen. I got some shit. I would have played some shit off my phone for you.
That's good. That was awesome.
That was good. So I heard you talking about AB. Who's that?
My older cousin. I grew up around him. And my grandma, when I got kicked out and went to my grandma's house, when I told you I went to my dad's mom, that's my dad's brother's son. He's like he like 6 years older than me. He's RIP now. But he was like in the streets hella heavy. Probably why I ran into the streets and shit, cause trying to follow behind him and shit. But he had went to prison one time and said he was never gonna go back. He ended up getting shot by the police because they was trying to get him. He was on the run. I don't know. I damn near feel like he was on America's Most Wanted, but I'm not sure. But it damn near felt like it the way he was on the run. But I don't know. But yeah, that was like, I don't know. He's a big staple. When I used to get out of jail, he used to like try to tell me like, not go back to jail, try to like, body shot me and like teach me right from wrong and shit. But I'm still watching you though, so it's like, you feel me? All that shit don't matter. I'm still watching what you doing.
Caught, not taught, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Caught, not taught.
Yeah, that's another one for you.
So, I mean, from what I'm hearing, your childhood, like most people's childhood, was rough. You ended up falling into the streets. You ended up going to prison. You ended up going to juvenile hall. Juvenile hall, and then prison. A never-ending cycle for 8 years of your life. But now you're free. Now you have your daughter. Now you have your music. So now you have something to focus on.
The whole world ahead of you.
The whole world ahead of you, and you're only 25.
Only 25.
Only 25.
Ladies.
Ladies.
And you're going to be joining our rehabilitation group on Saturday. So you're going to have
Post
more
P
resources.
Chronicles group.
Yeah.
I'll be there Saturday, matter of fact.
Yes. Definitely, man.
You're going to be getting those workouts in soon, too.
Yeah. I can't wait.
100%.
I can't wait. Time to start challenging him again. I'm going to start making him mad again.
It's a wrap. It's over with. Man, Josh, man, I'm so excited for your future, bro. I'm so excited for your future because I know the man that you are. When I see you with your daughter, man, I see just a great man. I see the love, and I'm just excited for you, and your music is good. I've been hearing it for a long time now, man, for a long time. Yeah. So stay focused on those things, bro. Stay focused. Steven.
Yeah, your story's yet to be told, and I'm excited to see it unfold, and your daughter is going to have what you didn't have, and she's going to have a great man and great father figure leading her household. So you're on to something. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Definitely. So once again, man, we appreciate you coming through. We appreciate you sharing your story, man, 100%. I'm Will.
And I'm Steven.
And this is the Post P Chronicles.